Hey, dude. Good to see you. Or do that. Huh, nice. It's Valentine's Day. Hopefully, you had a good time with your significant other today. Turns out my significant other was sick today with COVID, probably. Well, it tested negative, but her parents had COVID. So hopefully, everyone's all right. That's always annoying, but we still made the best of it. We had a nice little virtual date. Um, got to go watch Mean Girls and other good stuff. Play some video games. Just chat, have a good time. But, that's life. Being flexible with it is important. Life's going to throw a lot of curveballs, and being able to roll with the punches and being able to be flexible with it, I think is a very important skill for all of us to practice and have a good time with. That's the fun of it. When life gives us a bunch of mystery and we get to enjoy that kind of mystery. But I think today's going to be a little more laid back of a little video here. Look at this cool thing. How fun is that? Well, Lego lotus flowers. That'll be a fun little thing to put together. Good Valentine's Day. But treating people with uniqueness is part of the fun of being human. That we can make these experiences for other people. I think we should share it with as many people as we can. Even strangers. The more we can treat strangers like friends, I think the better and happier everyone would be. The more we treat strangers like strangers and less like friends, the more miserable I think everyone becomes. Humanity is a very large brotherhood and sisterhood. This huge family of human beings. And a lot of the times we like to say them or us. Them or us. But there's us and there's them. And we break this bond of humanity when it comes to that, saying like we're against them or we're against that. I think a lot of it has to do with politics too, especially in the United States, where politics is a very much a dividing factor where a lot of the times one party will treat another party as if they're inhuman. And that's not part of the brotherhood, the family of human beings. This difference between everybody where we hate other people for thinking a different way. That's not what America was founded on. That difference is appreciated and we grow from differences, not by hating each other. There's so much um, distaste towards racism and towards sexism and all sorts of, you know, things that people could hate other people for. And you get a lot of flack for that, and you should, because that's a form of hatred of not liking someone because of something going on with that person. But for some reason, we're okay defending that most of the time, I hope, but we're not okay with defending political differences. We're still angry at other people for having political differences. And it goes to show how shallow we are as a society. Granted, this is obviously not everybody, but it is some people, and I know a lot of people who get really mad at people who have opposite political opinions. Pol- Politicisms, being politically uh, politicalist, um, and thinking that one side is better than the other, thinking that your way is better than someone else's way, shows a lack of understanding in your ability to be compassionate and also to listen and have an open mind towards other things that are happening. Now, it doesn't matter what side of the coin you're on. If you're Republican or Democrat, both can benefit from this kind of balance of understanding and at least loving the other side and respecting that someone can have a differing opinion than yourself. But we can't, a lot of people can't do that yet. I'm not sure why. And I really hope this is the next thing that we tackle is a less of a division between the people. Because we have this internal them versus us experience happening right now that's dividing us in such a strong way that doesn't help. That doesn't help us grow as a society, as a species. I mean, this is where I think that, we have things like medicine. I think medicine, some people aren't a fan of medicine, but by and large, most people will appreciate the scientific view of medicine, um, the benefits that come from it. And if there's not many people who will dislike someone for taking medicine or for having some kind of illness and trying to get help through that. Um, and it's under that umbrella of scientific experience. And sometimes we see science as wrong. All right, we see that actually quite frequently, where we think something is happening one way. We try it and we realize that it's not happening the way we expect, and we have to revise it. And sometimes that happens 10 years, 20 years down the road, and we made a long-term oopsie. But we expect this in science. And political views, we don't. We expect that we should be right all the time, and we die on these hills of never thinking that I could be wrong. I think in the changing, fields of politics, and that it's run by human beings, like no one's going to do anything perfectly, and no one's going to do everything imperfectly too. There's going to be this balance where every political figure is going to do good and wrong, like good and bad. They might do more good things that you deem to be good. They might do less things that you deem to be wrong. They might do more things you deem to be wrong and less things that you deem to be good. But somebody out there is also agreeing with this politician, whoever the politician. In this case, I'm thinking of presidencies, but this is the balance of it, that everyone has differing opinions on the political scale. And on almost every scale. Like, there's so many things that people have differing opinions on. But today we're focusing on the political. And stopping this political hatred that's happening so we can enjoy it. Enjoy ourselves, enjoy our brotherhood of mankind, so we can grow. So that's the challenge I have for everyone, including myself, is if someone disagrees with you, try to listen to them instead of immediately disliking them. Go for it. Give it a shot and see what comes of it. See what comes of it. See if we can reunite this brotherhood, this family of human beings, instead of being divided by political thoughts and things that we have very little control over anyway. We must make the best of our time here on Earth, right? And loving each other is a far better use of time than wasting it on trying to hate each other into non-existence. There's no value in that. Regardless of what side you're on, there's no value in that. But that's today's story. And here we are. I'm glad day 8 is here. And we'll continue going. All right. Until next time.